everybody. It's been a little while since I've shown the second gen Camaro on the channel, so I figured today we'd work on it a little bit, and I'd also show you what I've done recently to the car. As you can see, it's taken up prime real estate in the garage, so that means we're actually going to get some work done on it. So I put in a seat. This is actually from a 2002 Mustang GT, and it's just one bolt is holding it in, so it's loose, but I just did that so I'd have somewhere to sit opposed to the metal floor. But the most recent thing I've done to it is I've installed this B&M Z-Gate shifter. It's a ratcheting shifter for the Turbo 400, and this thing is sweet. It was actually brand new in the box and came with the car. It's $300-something shifter, I believe, so I'm happy that came with it. So right now we've got it in park, and it is hooked up to the transmission. It's ready to go. Once I get this thing running, it should be good. I didn't install it with its, what would you call it, the trim pieces, I guess, because this is basically a drag car, so I didn't want it, I wanted it to look kind of bare bones in here. So you got reverse, neutral, drive, then locks you out of second, so you lift up for second and first. And then, as I said, it's ratcheting shifter, so you're driving first, second, drive, neutral, locks you out of reverse. So drive, second, first. That thing is sweet. I'm so happy that came with the car. I hate to admit this, but I've been playing with it more than I should. I'm ready to drive this thing. So what do we have going on up under the hood? That's pretty much all for the interior. But I've got one valve cover off, checking the rocker arms. I'm actually about to take the distributor out too, even though I've already got it pre-timed. I'm actually going to pre-lubricate the engine because I don't know how long this engine's been sitting in this car. I know it's at least 2 years, so it's probably safe to say I do need to pre-lube it. It has run one time on an engine stand, but I want to do everything right. So I'm about to take off this valve cover. I want to make sure every rocker arm is getting oil up through it whenever I prime the engine through the distributor hole. So it's got about 3 quarts in it. As you see, I actually made this thing work. If you remember the last video, whenever you install it on top here, it goes over the radiator. So I had this weird, really weird bolt that came with a transmission dipstick tube. So I was actually able to make it. It had a built-in spacer right there. So I just used 2 cushions from a transmission cooler kit. It had stickers that had cushions. So that keeps that from rubbing metal on metal. I still need to put a nut up under here, but it's on for now, so that's good. I also took off all the accessories that I wouldn't need on this engine. All it's going to need is an alternator and the water pump because it's actually got a manual steering rack, so I'm happy about that, really happy. This thing, like I said, basically a drag car, but I'm going to make it street legal. You got the Street Demon, the 625 on there. But yeah, I think that's enough of me talking. Let's actually pull that distributor out. First, let's go ahead and get this other valve cover off. The distributor's already loosened, so get off of there. And it is like an oven in this garage. I can't have my fan on or else it interferes with the camera, so it's definitely a little bit warmer in here than I'd like. Look at that, we got some oil coming out. All right, I'm gonna call it right there. This drill, of course, can't simulate real engine running speeds whenever we're breaking in the cam or anything. I got oil up to a few of the rockers, and the drill started smoking a little, so I'm just gonna call it there. We've got oil circulated throughout the engine, no doubt. So I'll just monitor it whenever I start it up, actually, for the first time. Probably take the valve covers off and make sure that we've got oil at every rocker. There we go. You know, I probably should have actually cleaned those valve covers. They're a little bit weathered. I'll go back over those with the ratchet. I barely put anything in it. Let's see. Go. All right, all back together. Well, guys, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoy this type of video. I always feel like I'm under the microscope in this type of video, though. You know, every little mistake stands out. But I hope y'all look forward to seeing this car out on the street as much as I do. Stay tuned. There's a lot more to come with this car. So thank y'all for watching.